All right, it's good to see y'all, family. I'm not a nutritionist, but I am a certified strength and conditioning coach that is a former pro and former Division One basketball athlete. So I'm gonna walk you guys through my productivity stack, especially when it comes to the morning. A little bit of tips on nutrients in the morning that carries on into the afternoon, kind of how to beat that siesta crash. And yeah, let's get right into it. So in the morning, depending on if I'm gonna go for an early workout, if I am gonna have more liquid in the morning and I want to prevent kind of myself from just going to the bathroom too often, I actually stick with New Roast. So I go with this instant mushroom coffee. This one has this one's gonna have like lion's mane, cordyceps, reishi, turkey tail, chaga, and arabica coffee. So this one I like to kind of just throw back in shotgun without water, and then I'll just take some water and I'll swish it around. But this is what I use for that when I'm actually in more of a chill pace, like I'm training the guys in the morning, or I have some work to do, and I have some more liquid allowance in order for me not to get pushed to the point where I have to go to the bathroom. I'll sip on some coffee and I use Rise. So the reason why I like this one a little bit better is I get King Trumpet, which helps with anti-inflammation, and it also has MCT oil as well. Like I said, I'm not a nutritionist. I don't want to get too scientific on any of this stuff because I want to make sure that everyone here can benefit from it, especially athletes who are just led with misconception. Like, I mean, I have tons of talks with the guys back at the gym, fighters, especially where nutrition is technically everything, but everybody wants to eat clean. We should be fueling for performance and then also being able to eat for whether it's weight loss or just, anything that they're kind of dealing with. There are so many different avenues of nutrition. I'm going to tag one of the homies below, Taylor. He's a great nutritionist, way better than me. This is what works for me. So look forward to some more nutritional posts in the future. But during the day, after having a decent breakfast of like protein, a little bit of carbs, mainly complex carbohydrates, because for me, like I don't really need to go as hard or have as much fuel. So I'm usually going for like a pretty chill workout, have some complex carbohydrates, some fats, like I said, something to get me through the morning and through the day that's nutrient dense, low calories. I'm probably aiming for anything sub 400 calories in the morning. And then throughout the day, I'll usually make a protein shake, or I'll make a shake that consists of collagen, great amino acids. It's able to give me sustained energy that breaks down pretty quickly. Like I said, it's already amino acids. It's not protein based, so it's actually able to give me energy a little bit more quickly. Very important to stay hydrated, so I actually throw in an electrolyte mix into there as well. It's got a little bit of flavor into it, helps a ton. Some of the citrulline, like I said, citrulline is mainly a vasodilator, and I like the way it makes me feel, especially for workouts. It doesn't necessarily have to be, like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be in the drink itself. I like the way it makes me feel because usually in the midday, I fuel up for a workout after I train the guys, get some work down on content, emails, programming, anything I'm doing, and then I kind of hit the gym. So I use this kind of as like a pre-workout as well. And then last but not least as well, creatine monohydrate. Tons of studies. I'll also tag Ramsey in here. Ramsey's been doing a bunch of, I think he's actually had a few studies himself behind creatine on some of his posts, but creatine monohydrate, the fastest, most efficient source of delivery. It's micronized powder as well. 5 grams of creatine monohydrate into the drink as well. And to me, that helps a ton with mental clarity, alertness. Like I said, it's supposed to go within the creatine phosphate energy stores. So with that being at hand, I'm not too sure how the distribution of energy exactly works and the timing of it when it comes to just going through your day to day. But I do know that it does help me just literally get carried throughout the day, have good momentum. I don't feel sluggish. It helps with just me being able to kind of beat that siesta time with this entire drink mix, right? So like that's really the point. I do try to also throw in my KSM 66 ashwagandha normally in the midday with before 12 o'clock though, because nootropics are supposed to go for about a 12-hour last. And then not to mention when it comes to alpha GPC, that's usually my favorite one as well. So alpha GPC really helps with alertness and it really helps with mental clarity and callback. And I really enjoy this drink mix on top of, so the coffee kind of gets me started in the morning. I let it do its thing for a few hours, probably like 3 to 4 hours before I end up jumping into. Sometimes I actually have a midday coffee as well if I'm feeling for it, because I just really love coffee. Like if I hit Phil's, I get a honey haze because it's a cold brew. I get it with almond milk, a lot less calories, and then I get it. And I usually get that like a medium sweet level, and then I also get sweet honey. So the max amount of honey that I can get into the drink as well. Low calories, really good. It gives me some sugars as well. Honey helps with vasodilation, and just, it gives me some very quick energy. So that way I'm like actual energy instead of just the caffeine. So I usually pair the caffeine, because ashwagandha KSM 66 is normally supposed to help with focus and mental clarity, but it can have an overcalming effect at times. I take 600 milligrams, but I do know that 300 milligrams is quite effective. I've just been taking this for quite a while. Give it about 3 weeks, because that's usually the amount of time that it takes for it to give that effect, that lasting effect where you really feel that momentum and that carry as far as how you're feeling, your mood, your energy levels. Like it really does take a little bit of time to get used to. Give it some time. Give it about 3 weeks. I've put people onto this stack, no joke, for a while now. Everybody loves it. Absolutely loves it. Take this with a grain of salt. Plug and play. Don't feel like you have to take everything all at once, or you have to order everything all at once. This is kind of an expensive stack sometimes. But like I said, if you're kind of looking for a cheaper options, New Roast instant coffee is $15. Rise is $30. I got away with this, using this in the morning and just using this consistently for 3 weeks for quite a while, and it was great. I had an amazing time with it. Mental clarity wise, I want to say like Alpha GPC, if I were to rank these things, like these three give me the most consistent day to day. Like if I were to miss supplements for a day, those actually really, really help me just consistently be able to have that natural energy that I'm already able to produce on my own. It just takes some time to kind of adjust your body to these three, but these are the most like highest priorities that I have. If you want to try the MCT oil, like I said, I like the King Trumpet because of the anti-inflammation. I feel like it helps. The Turkey Tail, this one has it as well, but then also the MCT oil kind of gives me an extra kick too. I like the way it feels and it tastes. So Rise coffee is about $30. Creatine monohydrate, I mean, man, you could get this for like $15. Any of these other ones, like whether it's citrulline, Alpha GPC, or KSM 66, these are literally all like $15. Like you could get all these $15 or $20 off of Amazon. And then not to mention the collagen, I believe this one is $30 off Amazon, this exact brand. I can double check, but yeah, Zen Principle. This one is the one that I use. I love it. I did have a friend who's Muslim who was asking about a halal version. If anybody finds one, let me know in the comments. That would be great. And yeah, just hit me with any questions, any in the comments or in the DMs. Would love to hear from you guys. Please send and share with a friend, like and comment. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm gonna try to have more of these. I'm gonna have a food one eventually. Like I said, all of this is what works for me. I'm a strength and conditioning coach with very simple nutrition knowledge, and doing some of this I know helps a lot of like the average person. All of my content I do try to gear towards normal folks, people who are trying to get fit, young athletes who are trying to become pro, trying to get to the next level, even at the collegiate level, fighters, pro fighters. There's so many different levels of pro fighters as well. You got guys who have registered dietitians on their team. You got guys with nutritionists, and you also got guys like literally just me, just a strength and conditioning coach with some solid knowledge. Like I said, fuel for performance, or we want to be able to fuel for weight loss. Two very big things when it comes to the fight world. And I know my audience is a lot of fighters. Even for strength coaches, guys, feel free to reach out. But yeah, I hope this helped you guys. Let me know if you guys need anything else. Appreciate y'all. Take care, man.